Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
The biggest.
Here we go. It is the Tuesday KVJ after the show podcast. Yeah! What's up, everybody?
Everybody was up.
Mm-hmm. Got some interesting opening emails here. Heather was talking about Denny's, how he got fooled by that scratch off. He thought he had won like $1,000 to Walmart or wherever it was.
Yeah, because it said he did.
I think a lot of people got scammed by that.
Trickery.
There's a lot of trickery that happens out there. Heather said that I used to work for one of the biggest dealerships in the Treasure Coast, and they would have those types of things go out every weekend. Said there was one time where it was pretty similar to the one that Denny's had received, except it looked like an official letter saying that people won. One morning I show up to work, and there's a line wrapping around our building. We hadn't even opened yet. We had to call the police in, and people were threatening lawyers when they found out that they hadn't actually won anything. It was just really kind of like, in a sense, it's like clickbait. You
Yeah,
know?
it's clickbait, but you've gotten in your car and drove and made plans disappear that you had to like rearrange your life for to go see this $1,000 you think you won at Walmart, and you're all excited and you're planning how you're going to spend it, and now you're in this line waiting.
But
and
that person that has to say, hey, by the way, you have to try out this car or whatever, that's got to be a terrible job. They must have people wanting to kill them all the time.
all day.
Said,
They must just have people that just want to just line up and kill them.
Right, which, I mean, ultimately, like, what are you doing? You're just getting people to hate you. I don't get why people want to do those kind of contests.
I mean, the percentages of people being happy with the way they're doing it has got to be -30.
It's going to be so, I hope it's so low, but I mean, they wouldn't keep doing it if they weren't selling cars. That's the thing.
I don't know.
Somebody's buying a car from these jackasses.
A murderer still murders. A murderer still murder, meaning, bad analogy. It makes sense in my head, but I'm not going to even try to explain that.
She said one guy actually followed through with their lawyer and really tried to sue the company. It was horrible. Felt so bad for everybody who was coming in because all you really got was a $5 gift card to Publix or Walmart unless you really wanted to buy a new car. So it's PSA to everyone, don't believe any scratch off or anything similar. If it comes in the mail, especially mixed in with junk mail, all you'll be is frustrated in the end.
And do you really want to buy a car from someone who's scamming people? I don't.
No, I mean, if they're going to scam you or try to deceive you there, what are they going to do when it comes to service and
Exactly.
everything else that happens with your car?
You're probably buying one of these cars because it wasn't associated with a named dealership as far as Denny's could figure out. He said it was like a off-lease kind of situation. You're probably buying a car that went through a flood, like in Houston or something, and they refurbished the car, and now they're just trying to liquidate them and sell them to people.
Probably.
You shouldn't buy a car from anybody that you can't chase down and make them accountable for that vehicle should it go wrong.
Because you might be buying a blood car.
Yeah,
Yep.
a blood car, a lemon, a flood car.
Yep.
You don't
That's right.
know.
Never buy a car from someone you can't kill. That's what my dad always told me. Wait, oh, what? Well, listen to this. Nick in Alabama said, hey, I got to tell y'all, I love y'all. Thanks so much for always making my day better. And I kind of like watching Snapped Killer Couples. And I started thinking about Kevin's Coke obsession. How he loves Coke shows. And it was at this point I started to kind of like look at the schedule of shows that I have, the queue that's set to record, and lo and behold, I got nothing but shows about murderers or couples that murder.
Yeah.
It looks like I'm doing research on how to become a serial killer.
Snapped is awesome because it's about women that just had enough.
I was doing really good in not watching that stuff, and then I started watching. I mean, ever since Christmas break, I've been watching a lot of murder documentaries. I mean, a ton.
I went through a phase in my pregnancy where that's all I watched.
Yeah.
24/7. I wanted to be on high alert in case somebody got froggy. I was ready to jump.
Well, there's that one show on Netflix, and it's escaping my mind, but it's really popular. It's about the murderers. They interview famous murderers. It's scripted, but it's based on Mindhunters. Mindhunter started it all up for me again. I watched that series.
Got sucked in, huh?
And I started doing research on serial killers again, and then I went down that rabbit hole on YouTube. I mean, there's oodles and oodles of murder documentaries on there.
Yeah.
And there's some really fucked up shit, man. There was this one guy who kept this one girl, her head in a box the entire time. For 7 years, he would chain her up, and she could only breathe through this little box.
What?
Yeah, man. He didn't kill her either.
See,
That's messed up.
That is some messed up stuff. And I don't get. I guess everybody's got their thing. I love cocaine shows. And,
I love murder.
Yeah.
I get it, dude.
I love cocaine and murder.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of times cocaine and murder do go hand in hand.
You don't have to tell me.
But cocaine murder to me doesn't creep me out like serial killer murder. Drug murder is like they're doing it because they're in the trade.
You're right. And if you're not in the trade, you're fine.
Random murder.
Cocaine murder, it's non-personal.
Exactly.
I don't necessarily
It's
want to.
business. It's totally
It's just
business.
what we got to do here.
The story I was talking about with the woman in the box, she was taken.
Yeah,
So,
she was coming out of Publix.
Exactly. That's horrifying.
That's so horrifying.
Yeah.
Because that could be any of us.
And hooker murder doesn't scare me as much as because the hooker.
Well, we're not hooking.
Yeah, because there's a chance there might be a murderer that picks you up. I mean, I'm
Right.
not a hooker, and I know that.
Yeah. You think hookers would know?
Well, haven't they got the memo?
I think you would know if you're a hooker. There's a
so
1 in
many
4
hookers
chance.
get killed.
Well, that's what serial killers do sometimes. They go after the easy prey, and then other serial killers will be like, they're getting hookers? That is so weak.
You got to be hard prey. That is one of the things I've learned from Oprah.
Yes.
Do not let them take you. You put up a fight.
Yeah.
You be the most difficult person to kidnap or assault ever. You
That-
fight back. You fight hard. You fight dirty.
People that have escaped from the killers are like, you have to try to do something because they're going to kill you.
Do not go with them. They're gonna kill you trying to take you.
Well, I would just rather, if they're going to kill me, they're going out on my terms. And I am
Exactly.
going to try to weird them out while I'm going out.
Put up a fight. Make noise.
Start barking at them. Weird them out.
I like it.
I was kind of freaky the other night. You saw the Lana Del Rey story. She was in Orlando, and some guy had put some weird stuff on social media and stuff like that. Was found there, and talked about how he was going to get her. They were going to be together or whatever that kind of stuff was. And he had a knife on him.
Yeah, that's scary because he was there in the town. It wasn't like just some guy who's sending messages on Twitter, I'm going to kidnap you. Like this guy was in town.
Oh, these stalkers can get to the celebrities.
Sandy sent us an email, said, I'm sure you probably saw the foiled kidnap attempt against Lana Del Rey, but I didn't notice anybody talking about the name of the attempted kidnapper. I'm surprised that nobody mentioned that it was Mike Hunt.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
You get that, right? Mike Hunt?
Mike Hunt.
Okay,
Yeah. We played that joke.
can you do? I mean, if you're on TV, I assume you can go. It finally gives you a green light, right?
I mean, if your name is Mike Hunt.
I guess so.
And you try to kidnap Lana Del Rey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dirty, dirty Mike Hunt.
You got to say it.
I'm
You
looking
do.
at the guy that's accused of it, and it's weird. It doesn't look like he...
Does he look like Mike Hunt?
I don't know. What do you think? Do you think he looks like he's a stalker?
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my gosh.
Crazy eyes.
His eyes are more horrifying than mine.
Holy shit. Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Imagine that guy breaking in, trying to get to you.
Thank goodness I sleep with a machete.
I mean, one of the ones that scared me is when guys break into the house and they've got the nylons on their head. That's such a creepy look to me.
You're right.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I think because if you grew up in the 80s like us, that was the horrifying. That's what they always did. They always wore nylons
Well, it,
in the 80s.
it smushes your face together. It just makes you look sinister.
Yes.
Today on the regular show, we had Caitlin on here, a 10-year-old Girl Scout. And for every question she got right that Jaber got wrong, he'd buy another box of cookies off of her. Pretty genius scheme. We've done other different things to try to help Girl Scouts sell their cookie boxes, but we can't do what one very smart Girl Scout did in California based on the state laws. She decided to set up right out front of a marijuana dispensary in San Diego.
Brilliant.
I think another kid did that before too. It's a genius move.
They say she sold more than 300 boxes of Girl Scout cookies to Urban Leaf customers.
I mean, honestly, if you had a kid set up a Blue Martini after cocktails and karaoke, that kid would clean up. Just on me alone, they would clean up.
But do you really want your kid?
What do you want? Do you want top numbers, or do you want your kid to be, not around drunk people?
Yeah, they've had to step up. In fact, the Colorado chapter of the Girl Scouts forbids any cookie sales outside of marijuana dispensaries.
Boo.
They haven't done it in Cali yet. So
Awfully judgy.
that'll be happening very soon, as this story gets out.
It's legal.
Well, you know what will wind up happening is it will be some mom that's upset she didn't think of it first, and then she'll be like, well, that's not fair. That's against everything that we stand for as Girl Scouts. And then she'll have it shut down. So that's what it'll basically be. Well, there you go.
Well, the pot people are probably walking out going, oh, man, are these pot-laced Girl Scout brownies? These are great. Or cookies.
I ate 25 boxes of these cookies and didn't get a buzz, man.
I mean, you can't eat a box of Girl Scout cookies. Anybody can in one sitting if you really have the heart and you're not a lazy fuck.
There's not a lot of cookies in the box. I mean, let's just be honest.
I mean, how bad do you want it?
It's 2 rows in that box you got right there. 2 rows of cookies. I can take that down if I'm just out of my mind watching a soap opera, not paying attention. I can take that whole box
All right,
down.
2 cookies of these tag-alongs, Kev, for 2 of them. How many calories do you think it is?
I would guess that it's about 50 calories per cookie. I think that's what the Oreo is. So I put it around 100 calories for 2.
Yeah, but this has got this delicious peanut butter filling
the
and the
tag-along.
chocolate.
Oh, okay. So I don't even know what a tag-along is.
Look, it's this one. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll say 75 calories a cookie, 150 for 2.
140, yeah.
Wow, look at you. Pretty close.
Yeah. I've looked at it enough.
140 for 2 cookies. So, yeah, I mean, right, 6 cookies. I could have eaten that in my mom's womb. I mean, as a man...
You get crumbs in her womb. I don't know. Is that
Kidding
healthy?
me? I could eat this whole fucking box. How many calories? 1,000 calories? But that would be a snack.
Yes, it would.
And I'd still be
And
hungry.
then you'd still be like, let's get a pizza.
Yeah, exactly. And that's how I become a portly fuck.
There's a story that just kind of, I don't know, it baffles me. My wife is really intrigued by it. She was kind of giving me the lowdown on it. But there's this couple in Palm Beach, and I think they're worth like $500 million because of real estate. One of them's 90. The other one is 89 years old.
Wow.
And they've been married for 70 plus years. Bert and Lucille Handelsman is their name. And now they're getting divorced.
What?
After being married for 70 years, they've said that the marriage is irretrievably broken.
What did Bert do?
Yeah, I don't know. I think my wife was saying that maybe he's got a lady friend.
Oh, Bert was in some other woman's diapers.
Well, there's being changes to the tax laws. Did you see that?
No.
Where a lot of divorce attorneys right now are getting a lot of people that want to get divorced because in 2019, the way that you pay alimony is going to change. The tax break changes, and it means less money for the person. Like, it means less money for her if he's got all the money. So
Okay.
women that are married to a guy that he has all the money, they're trying to rush and get divorced right now before those new tax laws take effect in 2019.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big difference. Like a lot, thousands and thousands of dollars. If you get like $100,000 a year alimony, it's gonna cut it by like 25%.
Yeah, apparently this couple, they own much of Worth Avenue in Palm Beach and Atlantic Avenue in Delray.
Wow.
Yeah, they also have a
Does
lot of
she need a
bars
male
in Key
friend?
West.
I mean, Jay Bird, we gotta hook you up with this chick.
Bring it.
Yeah, she filed for divorce with an estimated $750 million in real estate holdings at stake. She is 88. I think now she's 89.
Whoa.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, it's just crazy the places that they own. And, yeah, I think it was maybe he responded to her action by refusing to move out of their Worth Avenue apartment and balking at a request for temporary support. He then sued the couple's 3 adult children, claiming they pushed their mother to divorce him as part of a twisted plan to line their own pockets.
Oh, Worth Avenue. We're talking big time money.
Yeah, I mean, you never know somebody's motivation.
We're talking Worth Avenue money. Yeah,
They will
about it.
turn mom and dad against each other.
So not to be outdone, the children then sued back, claiming their father bilked them out of roughly $8 million. Then shortly after the divorce was filed, the children, all in their 60s, voted to strip their father of control of roughly 24 properties in his portfolio.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Well, I mean, if dad had a lady friend and mom found out about it and told the kids, I mean, I take mom's side too.
Yeah.
It's not really cool. Dad's cheating on mom. I don't care if you're in your 30s or your 90s. It ain't cool.
She says Bert fell in love with someone else.
There you go. So, Bert, you're going to have to deal with the ramifications of that, which just means a lot of your family is going to be pissed at you.
Yeah, it don't matter if you're 90.
Yeah.
She said he promised to end the relationship but didn't. Instead, she said he became verbally abusive.
Oh,
Eventually, she
no.
couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah, you got to get rid of that.
Wow. He said he gets very belligerent. He says, you don't know anything. You haven't worked a day in your life. Get out of my life. I just crazy. I mean, 70 plus years you've made it work. And now that you're 90 and you got arthritis, you're confined to a wheelchair.
It just shows you
You're
if
just
you
like,
do somebody
really?
wrong and their emotions are still strong enough to give a fuck.
But I'm talking about for him. How's he even functioning? How does he even have a lady friend? How does he even...
Viagra.
It does work.
Gosh, I mean,
A lot of these
7
old
decades.
guys. That's why STDs are running rampant in the senior communities because all these old guys are getting their hands on Viagra.
So I think the whole thing is guys get horny, but they're just not able to get hard, correct? They have the
Right.
urges, but like, oh, I got limp dick.
I guess. I don't know. I don't have a dick.
Or do they just not get horny at all and the Viagra makes them horny? I think they still get horny.
I don't know. I don't know how that works. And the testosterone, too. I mean, you add the Viagra and the testosterone, and these guys are ready to bone.
Crazy. And to make it even more twisted of a weird, crazy story and plot, the alleged other woman, a longtime family friend, she's 61 years young. She's a Fort Lauderdale lawyer who helped them build their empire.
Whoa.
And now his wife claims she just put herself in a position to one day control most of it. She saw it being built. She weaseled her way in, was great friends with them for decades, helped them build all their millions, and then said, I'm not going to go out without having this. I built this. I want some of it. So she kind of got him into the relationship.
Wow.
Gosh.
That's crazy.
Pretty insane, huh?
That's
So,
depressing. I mean,
yeah,
if
you've done all that work
you're in
and
your
your whole life. I
90s.
mean, this is how you're going to go out. You're going to go out in a fight like this with your kids, with the woman you spent 70 years with.
They're just not tired enough. They're not tired enough. I think if you get tired, that's why I never understand these rock guys that are in their 70s and they all still fight with each other. And it's like you're 70. You haven't fucking figured it out yet. You can't coexist after that long.
You're right.
I don't get that someone can't make an adjustment and be the bigger person. That everyone's that fucking.
Too emotional.
There's too much money, maybe. That's at
money,
stake.
emotions, pride.
It's crazy, huh? Just looking at this whole thing. So yeah, my wife is like all into this. She's like, oh, it's just
It's a great story.
It's Palm Beach scandal is what it is, all the way through and through. Yeah, I mean it's crazy, and the properties they have just nuts. So it's a big fight that's going on. This is the kind of stuff you see a movie made out of, right?
Shame on you, Fort Lauderdale attorney chick.
Mm-hmm.
Shame on you.
Wow.
It's a long name. Fort Lauderdale attorney chick.
Yeah. And during a deposition, Bert, the husband, referred to his children as those 3 people. Wow, so it's salty between he and his kids.
Well, the kids are mad at him for cheating on mama.
I mean, I would be mad at my mom or dad if I found out they were cheating on them.
Of course.
I think there's always a way to not cheat. I think, it sucks to say I'm not in love with you anymore and then separate.
You're cheating and then you're verbally abusive on top of that. I mean, you got a lot of balls.
That could just be that he's 90. Oh, fuck this world. I'm abusive.
Yeah.
pushing him down the staircase,
I mean, at 90, I'd be afraid of just the wind killing me.
right?
The attorney's been with them for 20 plus years. So just
How
over 20
long
years.
has she been smoking Grandpa's pole?
That's a good question. That I don't know.
Because it sounds like
That thing's got so many liver spots on it. that pole.
you think your balls look gross.
I can only imagine what a 90-year-old sack must look, smell, and feel like.
Google it.
Oh my gosh.
Google it. Come on, I want to see.
All right, fuck it. My computer's already ruined anyway.
Oh, wow.
90-year-old balls is what you want?
90-year-old balls is what I need.
90-year-old balls.
Do you really?
Well, I kind of have to see it
I mean,
now.
I'm kind of
I
with
want to
her.
see what this young attorney is getting. I mean, she's in her 60s. He's in his 90s. What is she looking at every night and going through?
I mean, do you think, is she at a point where she's still having to take it?
Yeah.
I think definitely she has to take it, and she has to give it.
Still, ugh.
I mean, you would hope it.
They probably haven't been hooking up for that long, maybe a couple of years or a few years most.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see.
I can't tell. Are those old man balls or those ram balls? What?
Ram balls?
Oh my God.
That doesn't look human.
Okay, all right. There's a lot of. I got to get off this site.
If that's what happens to your balls, Jay Bird, I'm so sorry.
Kevin's got them too, you know.
Kevin, you too. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. Both got balls. Wow, that's crazy. All right, well, there you go. Enough of old man's balls. Got a birthday shout out to the love of my life, Eric. That is from Kimberly, Kylie, Camden, and our dogter, Jesse.
Oh,
There you go.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday. There you go. All right, so I guess you can do them regular show. You can do them after show, whatever you want them.
Of course.
Just send them to us. Mail at kvjshow.com. All right, that's going to do it for us. You guys have an amazing day. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.